Hello everyone, welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now let's try to see what is the main energy at the start of the day. Okay, we have here the Ten of Cups. Something has just closed and it's a beautiful closure. Maybe there might have been a certain crisis in the past which somehow affected the family, and right now that crisis might have closed already or is in the process of closing, and there is a certain celebration within the family. So this could mean that, for example, if there was a family crisis, there might be a certain degree of reconciliation or maybe resolution of the crisis. And it will bring joy not only to the couple but also to the children. Now, this is a little bit more specific. This belongs for those who are married and with children. So it can be a certain degree of reconciliation or a certain degree of resolution of a crisis. So it can be. For some of you, those of you who are happily single, it can be also a reconciliation with people whom you love. Maybe for some of you, what comes to me right now is it can be with somebody whom you have not been talking to for a long time. Now, this is again a little bit more specific, but right now that's what comes to me. For some of you, who might have not been talking with somebody for a long time, there will be communication and maybe not complete resolution, but at least an improvement of the situation. So whatever that chapter was in the past, it will slowly be moving forward towards a closure. So a chapter has been closed and a new chapter is about to open. And as that chapter begins to open, this new chapter begins to open, there's a certain celebration, a certain joy, especially between you and the people whom you love. Now, let's see how this will further unfold. Well, there's a need for you to reestablish a certain boundary. Okay, maybe this boundary can be like, for example, learning to say no so that you'll have more time with those people whom you love. Okay, maybe in the past you have been concentrating on your career and you have been working, you have been giving attention to a lot of other things that you didn't have any more time with your family. Now that things are being resolved in the near future, there is a need for you to protect the newfound deeper relationship with your loved ones. So there's a need for you to learn to say no to certain things so that you'll have more time to cherish with your loved ones. Now, there's a need for you to be grounded with reality also. You see here, the life of the emperor is so austere, and the emperor is really very efficient. But there's a need for life and nature. So for some of you, maybe there is a need for you to take a short break from your career so that you can spend more time with those you consider as your family, those whom you love. So maybe you have been too concerned with work that you no longer are having time with your loved ones. There's a need for you to free yourself. You see here, what comes to me is corporate setting, work, and there's a need for you to free yourself from that so that you'll have more time somewhere close to nature. You'll have more time with those people whom you love. Now let's try to see what is the advice of the universe for you. Well, you are a little bit guarded. It's as if the universe is saying maybe one of the things that really keep you from solving this one is you are also a little bit guarded. You have been wounded in the past, and so you are a little bit guarded. Maybe that's the reason also why you are concentrating too much on your work, because even when you go to work, you have a lot of armor here. Maybe the reason why you're concentrating too much with your work is it's sort of like a defense mechanism, and even at work you have your armor. You are guarded right now. So this is another thing that maybe you need to consider at this time. Try to see what happened to you in your past that made you too guarded, and maybe this guardedness prevented you from cherishing more moments with your family. You see here, these two things, concentrating too much on career, being too guarded, afraid to open up yourself. You put all those guards, maybe because you have been hurt in the recent past, and this one prevents you. You see, the walls that you have created prevent you also from reaching out to others. And I think that's another thing that also prevents you from reaching out to those whom you consider as your family. You try to see the barrier that you might have created in order to protect yourself might be keeping you also away from those whom you love. Maybe unconsciously you are not aware of it. Maybe you have created a certain barrier that prevents you and also prevents the people whom you love from getting in touch with each other. So try to see how this resonates with your life situation. Now let's try to go to our Good Morning Oracle. For our Good Morning Oracle, let's try to see what is the message from our Guiding Light Oracle by Kelly T. Smith. Okay, it says here, Divine Plan. Your soul has a master blueprint of your life path that it holds within it. It will never steer you in the wrong direction. So do not worry. Whatever painful experience you might have in the past, it will lead you to, it will soon pass, and it will lead you to a certain happiness. You just need to be a little bit more flexible, than the emperor. The emperor is used to taking things under their control. Now, if you are going to be guided by the universe, there's a need for you to be a little bit more receptive to the guidance of the spirit, a little bit more docile to where the divine path is leading you. So, the emperor has to learn also to be also led. The emperor has to learn to also listen. So that's important, so that it will lead to joy and the closing of a chapter wherein everybody is happy. So your soul has a master blueprint of your life path that it holds within it. It will never steer you in the wrong way. So whatever you're undergoing right now, you are guarded a little bit. It will pass. It will give you new lessons, and it will give you new directions towards the path that you are meant to pass through. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to gain some insights that could help you in your present life situation. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.